Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors on Winston Chester. Glad you're with us Friday morning. We got some good stuff lined up. We give away some seafood a little bit, getting ready for Mother's Day weekend, and all kind of good things happening. Of course, I was going to say the Panhandle, but all across America we have Mother's Day, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's move on with our weather. High today 78 and low 58. Our water temperature is hanging in there at 76.1. It's looking good. Take a look at our river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. Take it outside with Mountain Dew. And we're all doing that. Let's go Brunstown. It's down to a 12.5. and it's still dropping out. It's not dropping as fast as it was. It's got a slow drop to it. Really good fishing on those slow drops. The Choctahatchee at Carabville, we're looking this morning at a 5.4. It's going to be in great shape. It's going to really be in great shape. I'm not just saying that. Our tide chart brought to us by Ken Forest Lawn, talking about great shape. Look at that chart. High this morning at 9:35, and it's dropping out all day. It's going to be low tonight at 8:15. We're going to do our fishing game forecast brought to us by our friends down at Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 128 to 328 this morning and 157 to 357 this afternoon. If any of y'all can work half a day on Friday and get off and go fishing this afternoon in the bay system, that's the time to go. I'm serious. I'm not just saying that to make you feel good. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We got a lot of stuff. This is one of those mornings you need a whole hour instead of a half-hour show. But let's get moving. I want to join on Juanita Singletary up there off of. Listen, these guys fish all the time. There's a couple of us up there. You remember when I had that big record-breaking catfish coming out of bunker? That's where they are. Look at this mess of fish they caught. Look here. I went this morning and was back home before noon. What a great morning of fishing. God is good, and that is awesome, Joel. What a great catch. We're talking about how fish biting on all the river systems this week, and proof and pudding right there. Here's another funny one now. Well, about homeschooling, written on the back of the window. You lied. My kids are not a joy to have in class. I just cracked up when I saw that. Okay, moving on. The next picture. This was a picture sent to me by one of the viewers after I talked about how crowded it was this past weekend. This was a Lynn Haven boat ramp, and they've lined up. That's looking out into the bay from the boat ramps to the left, and they're all stacked up there. I'll cut that part out, but the boats just lined up getting in. And that's what you're going to have to expect tomorrow. It's going to be just like that tomorrow, so be prepared. Captain Kim down at Sea Quarters. Got 3 pictures here coming out of Carabel. How about a snowy grouper there? I don't have the names of these folks here, but look at that. Look at that one. Is that a huge red snapper? And then a huge triggerfish. They had a great fishing trip. Look at the water, how beautiful and calm it is. It makes me get excited about getting down there as soon as I can. Susie Gibson sent this to me. Winston Chester, can you please share? This is my niece, Aubrey, caught these fishes Tuesday. She's a great fisher. And you can see the fish she caught. A lot of pompano there. Got about 9 or 10 fish. It's not all pompano, but a lot of them pompano. And good job, Aubrey. Proud of you, girl. This is Braden Harris. I'm usually seeing a picture of Braden catching all kinds of fish, but he got caught the other morning. He was out there with Johnny Sullivan and Hunter Kelly, and one of the boys hooked him. I don't know, but that's actually hooked underneath his skin. He had to get some staples in this. And I told him next time he did something like this, go and video it, so we have some video to show, because we don't get to see this very often. Okay? So anyway, okay, that's a picture now. I want to jump to something a little bit different from outdoors. I told y'all that when I was a kid, before I got into bowling and everything, playing all kind of basketball and football, I just loved to ride around the neighborhood with a bicycle, loved to walk in the woods, loved to look for arrowheads, and I loved to read at a young age. So I've always, and I haven't read a lot lately, so I told you during this situation we have now, we're going to read. And this is a book that I just finished reading, I mentioned, it's called Unknown Valor, written by Martha McCallum on she's on Fox News from 6 to 7. I don't get to see her. I don't watch her a lot, but I have started watching her now because I used to watch the local news. But anyway, this is a true story. Here, listen to this. She had a uncle. She never knew this uncle, and he was in World War II on Iwo Jima. This is a story about Iwo Jima, I love World War II history. Now the parallel, Gail had an uncle too that never came home, and her uncle here never came home. Got killed in a battle over there, and so did Gail's uncle, and we have so many similarities. But what she did, of course, she had some research staff behind her, and we wanted to do something like this with her, Gail's Uncle George. But what was amazing, she went back and had all the letters that her uncle had written home to his mom, and you know the story, how it all went, and it was, she actually found one of his a guy that was over there with him. He was 100 years old. She got to go visit with him and talk with him, and he reviewed all the things that happened. So it really was just such a good book, and the irony of you know them, they both lost their lives to, here's the close, both to a mortar, just a blind mortar attack. But the heroism in this book, from these eyewitnesses and these stories, talk about, it was incredible what these men did when they invaded. And we lost within a couple of weeks, we lost 7,000 men and had another 22,000 wounded in that campaign going up there through Iwo Jima. You know who survived it and talked to us about it? How about Mr. Mike Brudnicki, Greg Brudnicki's dad? Remember him talking about he was there and bullets going by him and the guy next to him was hit, he wasn't hit. It was this went into detail about that. And one story, I'll tell you one story real quick about, and I could sit here and talk for hours. I'm doing my book report. Remember when y'all were kids, you had to do a book report? Basically, they were pinned down, everybody was pinned down on the beach and all, and two of the Marines had found a big old log, and they started pushing it. It took them, and the Japanese bullets would not go through the log, but if everybody else got up, they got shot. But these guys took them all day long to push that little bit at a time, push it, but they never took the head up. And they got close enough, and these guys, our good guys, started firing at them, and these guys got up there and threw something and threw a grenade in there and killed the Japanese. But can you imagine being shot at and just inching the log, you and your buddy, just a little bit at a time? Story after story. I just wanted to share that with you. We're going through a hard time here in the country. We think about the sacrifices that have been made for our freedom. And it's a great book. I'm going to send her an email, a letter about how much I've enjoyed it. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend. The most important thing coming up is Mother's Day. Yeah, not your fishing trip, but Mother's Day. I want to take this moment to wish all the moms out there, stepmoms and everybody, I want to wish all of y'all a very happy and wonderful Mother's Day. It's going to be different this year. It's not going to be all the hugging and all that, but it's still going to mean just as much to us as it always has. And I want to give a special happy Mother's Day to my wonderful, beautiful wife Gail, and what a mother she has been. It's amazing what kind of mom she's been. My daughter Wendy, with 3 kids, and just spent, dedicates her life to her kids. My daughter-in-law Jill, with her and Chip's two little girls. So I want to wish all y'all a happy Mother's Day, and all you viewers out there and all that stuff. And in honor of Mother's Day, we're going to put out a video of one of the last videos I had with my mom, and making hush puppies. And her great-granddaughter Whitney is with her, and they just put them together, and it's just a special time. We hadn't really planned on filming it. They started making us say, let's go get a camera, and we just sort of put it together. But this is in honor of all the mothers. I told Gail when I was looking at the video, I said I could eat about 10 of those hush puppies right now. If they were just fried up right now, I could eat 10 of them right there, because I love them so much. So let's take a look at this video making of Mama's hush puppies. Okay, now we're here today. We're going to make some of the best hush puppies in the world. My mom makes the hush puppies, and everybody's crazy about them. I've always wanted to film her doing it, so she and Whitney, she's going to show Whitney how she makes hush puppies. So Mama, what's the first thing you do?
Put meal in there, and then the flour.
All right, put the meal in there. All right, first thing is putting the meal. And this is an old family recipe. You watching, Whitney?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was some Dixie Lily. Alright, now we're gonna do some flour. Alright.
I sifted
How much you put in there?
about a cup, a cup full of each.
Alright, a cup full of each, alright? And then we're gonna sift it. Alright. Don't worry about making a mess. Ready, you wanna do that for us? Sure. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, got it all sifted. Alright, now what do you do?
Do it like this. Do your hands in it like this. That's right.
Your hands like you're playing. You like that?
Alright.
Alright, now.
Put the onion.
Alright, we're gonna get got onions right here. They put all them in there?
You need a spoon.
Alright, need a spoon.
Alright.
Alright, then you just stir them up.
Alright.
Alright, what's the next thing you do now?
Put the salt in it.
Put a little bit of salt. Okay. Just a little bit.
Just a,
Alright. Alright. And then you stir it up some more. Alright. Alright. Now, what's the next thing you do?
put the buttermilk in it.
I'll go ahead and put it. I'll go ahead. How much you put in?
I just have to get it.
Okay, go ahead. Alright. About that much
Mix
in
it up?
Yep. Alright, we're just gonna mix it up good. Get a good texture on it. Need some homemade hush puppies. Mama calls them doughboys. I'm gonna add a little bit more for the texture.
Go ahead and put the egg in it now.
The egg? Okay.
Alright. Alright, the egg goes next. You gotta crack it now. One egg.
Stir it.
Alright, stir it up good. That egg came out of the yard, didn't it? That's the yard egg?
Our chicken eggs.
Your own chicken laid that egg. They're starting to look good.
That's it.
Right?
All right.
Now?
That's it.
All right, that's all it. All right, this is Mama's hush puppies. All right, welcome back. Our final segment here, wrapping up the week. It's been a good week. We have such a good variety of videos, all kind of stuff, and you know, people getting back in the situation. You know, starting Monday, some of the stores opening, and again, I want to personally encourage you to keep your social distance, be careful. You know, there's so much. I don't know how you feel about it. There's so much out there. you don't know what to believe. I found myself one time believing this story, then no, that's not, believing this. But you got to look at statistics, and you just got to trust some of the things some of the people that you trust are saying. I know that sounds silly, but there's so much out there. So just hang in there. Now, personally, Gail and I are going to try to keep our social distance. We're not going to be around a lot of crowds, and we're going to fish and eat, and we're going to see some folks and all from a distance. But we're not going to mingle around a lot of people. We're not going to go shopping. We're still ordering groceries. We still go to Simply Seafood and call in for a shrimp boil or fish tacos, and Ashley brings it out there, and then, we have a good talk with her and go home and eat it. So, and then we pick up some food at other places and all. And we are cooking a lot. Gail hasn't cooked as long since we're back in college, I think. So anyway, let's move on. I get talking about stuff. We're going to add Jimmy Thompson. We're adding your name on here, okay? You can add. Remember, folks, you can join us anytime. Real quick, let's pull out the winner from Top Dog Seafood. And it was a gracious event last week with Teddy Gagné sending a very nice thank you. And the winner of the $20 gift certificate is going to be all the way from Lynn Haven, Ronnie Matthews. Okay, Ronnie Matthews. And the winner of the Big Red Snapper. Be good this weekend for Mother's Day. Big Red Snapper winner is Nita Ivy from Callaway. Callaway and Lynn Haven representing strong. All right, let's move to our famous Friday fishing report. It's really the first time we've done a whole one like this. And boy, do I miss my technology. I miss my Google Earth. Remember how to get over there in the stool and have Google Earth all up here? If y'all remember, it's been with us a long time, when we first started doing the show, I had to pull these out to show y'all. This is our Google Earth. And we were talking about here. Well, I still have these. And really, these maps, honestly, are better than Google Earth if you're going out, because it's the depths and everything. It shows so much, and I love these maps. I keep them, and I look at them every now and then. But here's my report now from all kind of stuff going on this week. We just had all kind of information sent to us, and I appreciate y'all doing it. That cool snap we had, you think it's going to slow things down. I don't think it did. Now, the fresh water, you saw George Singletary, then you saw others, and all week long, all kind of brim being caught out of both river systems. The Apalachicola and Chattahoochee river systems had a bunch of brim caught. Now, the Apalachicola didn't have much upriver because the water was so high, but especially Chattahoochee has some good ones. So we had big brim catches, big catches brim. Also, Tuesday and Wednesday, let's go to redfish. I got so many pictures on Tuesday and Wednesday. They were, man, redfish, and what people are talking about was top water. This top water bite was on fire. Tuesday morning especially. I'm talking about people catching 20 and 25 redfish on top water. Now, it's a boat, not just one individual, a couple guys in a boat. And the trout, some really big, nice trout. Now tie that in again with a full moon, because most of the time I'm talking about brim fishing with a full moon, but it affects all game, that full moon that May does. The water temperature and all, the air temperature, the pressure and everything. So keep that in mind. There's some really good catches on that. Top water is really high. Now also, the trout bite in Apalachicola Bay, I got some good pictures down that way. Really good stuff going on there. Trolling. We had trolling, really good trolling. You saw that big amberjack, 112-pound amberjack. The trolling bite was good. Some cobia were caught early part of the week, really on this past Sunday, but it was not a lot of big cobia, but there were a few caught. So AJ was pretty strong. They're fishing strong out of Carabel. You saw those pictures. Folks are going down there, going out. Let's go to Pompano. You know what we're going to talk about Pompano? I've decided, this is my opinion, and take it for what it's worth. This has been the best Pompano bite in several years. Now, I think last year we were sort of muted a little bit by everybody sort of getting ready, still repairing, hurricane repair and all. I know I was, and a lot of other folks too did not get to go Pompano fishing. But the year before, I remember it was slow the year before. I remember talking about it 2 years ago. So the Pompano bite right this year has been strong. Now, I do want to talk about the St. George Island. And here's the problem. We hadn't been able to get on a lot of beaches. I think what happened once it opened up, man, whoom, everybody went down there and everybody was catching them. You saw the picture of Lakin Hutchison, and I don't want to hurt Lakin's feelings, but Lakin and Otter, seasoned fisherman, and you saw the picture, she caught 3. And she, what did she catch them on? Dead shrimp. It's as simple as that. So just get out there and laking and keep doing what you're doing, honey, because you're doing good. And now the seasoned fishermen on the Pompano, they're doing really, really well. They're Mexico Beach, when they opened it up, they turned it on really fast. But you know, a couple of guys had to move from their hole with people walking by and all. So it's still a little movement, having to move stuff around and all. But so St. George Island was good. The west end of Panama City Beach, I did not get a minute report this week as I did like 2 weeks ago. So I still think they're out there. And I know Walton County is just a matter of time before I start getting reports there. Remember, Camp Helen, I want to tell you something now. Camp Helen is one of the all-time favorite places to go pompano fishing. If you're going to have a little bit of a walk. I talked about it before. Go there and use fish bites, use sand fleas, and if you find a sand fleas, or do like lake and use shrimp. All right, a couple other things. I also wrote this down. When you're out in the bay system, look for birds. You know, that's not a secret, but a lot of times we forget about it with our electronics this and electronic that. If you see those birds diving, there's bait fish there. The bait fish there, the bigger fish there. I wrote that down to make sure. Okay, the other thing I wrote down, it's going to be crowded. So what does that mean? Go early. Go get out there in the morning, and get in line early, and be ready. Have all your stuff ready and get in and out of that ramp. When you get in it, get on out of the way and let people go. So that's the 2 things. Get there early and be prepared. So again, let's wrap things up. Again, I want to wish everybody, all the moms out there, a very happy Mother's Day. And we just, it's a treat to spend some time with the family like we're going to do. And I know y'all are too. So we're going to start wrapping things up. Send your pictures. Next week, got all kinds of stuff coming on next week. There's some really good videos, so send pictures and everything. You have a great weekend. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.